Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video where, boys, we have another great day for you all today. We have some March Madness plays, two that I absolutely love, and we're about to dive into those. But real quickly, I forget to say this, but if you guys are new here, leave a like and subscribe. Just turn on post notifications. We are coming off a 4-0 streak right now. Unfortunately, we tried an MLB play. Opening day is always kind of tough, but we actually still ended up profitable on the day. I'm going to show you guys those here in a second, but unfortunately the free plays yesterday didn't hit, but we were 4-0 in that, including college basketball and some NBA. So I love the plays that I have for you guys today, so we're going to dive into them. But boys, MLB today, low-key kind of crushed. If you take a look, I put out Red Sox, Orioles, and Diamondbacks. I actually showed that in the video yesterday as well. And I said I gave VIP for free for yesterday's video. Hopefully you guys cashed because that was really, really good. Red Sox right here obviously won. Orioles. I also had the Diamondbacks. They ended up losing. I think they ended up pulling pretty close against the Rangers. Not that it matters. We're going to dive into today's pick. But yeah, the Cubs actually ended up, it's 10-5 right now, but it was like 5-7 or something. So they're inching close, but yeah, 2 for 3 on that. I keep saying, and I keep forgetting to mention, guys, right now, if you guys want to get into the VIP, we have an insane deal going on because it's the start of baseball season. So if you guys want, you can get into VIP right now. It's $20 a month, cheapest you'll probably ever find. And right now, just for anyone that wants, the first 5 people, you can use code GRIND and get 50% off. You'll get all plays for all sports with VIP. But if you're just an MLB guy with that starting, you can actually use code GRIND right now and get the entire MLB season, 50% off, first 5 people. And the reason why I'm only do 5, some of you were asking because some people actually missed yesterday's. The only reason I do 5 at a time is because everyone that joins, I try to basically be as full service as possible. So if you bring a pick that you might like, I want to I will, as long as I have time and all that, I will do my own analysis on it and let you know my thoughts on it and give you my opinion on which way I'd lean. So yeah, and we always run discounts on lifetime. You can use code MONEY, get 70% off on that if you want the lifetime, but get in that. We're cashing right now, I think in total, all of March for the last 5 days. For 5 days in March, since we started doing the YouTube videos again and tracking for you guys, we are currently up 14 units. Got today's submissions all here. This is everything I played. So yeah. Super simple. Baseball is going to be super fun. And yeah, we got all baseball now on top of the end of March Madness. And we got playoffs coming up for NBA, NHL. So it's going to be a fun summer upcoming. But you guys already know what we want to do. We have the free plays for March Madness today. These two I really, really like. Now, you're going to notice it's only a 2.5 times play. The reason why is I don't like forcing stuff. I only like forcing plays I like. So normally I do higher payouts, normally 3.5 on 2-mans, but I like these 2 plays. But right now, you guys can actually go ahead and get this free square, this LaMelo Ball. You see that right there? You can download the Sleeper app. Just go on your phone, download the Sleeper app, and search. And once you've downloaded it, use code FROSTY, because once you do that, you're going to get a deposit match, which that will give you free money you can place bets with, so you might as well go ahead and do that. But on top of that, you will get access to a free square that you can include to your play tomorrow. So you can literally just go ahead, turn this into a 3-man with a guaranteed square of LaMelo Ball over half a point. And that will turn this 2.5 into a 4.25. So I always like mentioning that at the beginning because you can literally turn these plays into a 4.25. So you might as well go ahead and do it. Download Sleeper on your phone if you don't have it already. Use code FROSTY. Get the deposit match. They'll give you money to play MLB with, give the rest of March Madness with, whatever you want to do. And then you'll also get this awesome free square right here to go ahead and hopefully cash with it. So let's go ahead, dive in. The first play of the day, boys. We got Lamont Butler. Kentucky's playing Tennessee, going to be a great game. And I like finding matchups of teams that have already played each other. Because the thing is the 2 coaches are going to be extremely familiar. You'll actually notice he has a little outlier game right here. But then there's another outlier game right here, and I'll explain why it's an outlier. So He's covered this line under 8.5 points in his last 10 games at an 80% clip. In his last 20, you're going to notice he was on a really, really hot streak right here, hitting this at over 55%. And in all of this season, you'll actually notice 46%. So it's like, why is he struggling? Well, first off, schedule is a factor. Like when the competition got more difficult, and these are things I like to see like throughout a whole season, because a lot of people see like, oh, he hit 46%. He hit the over 46 or 54% of the time. Like, why would you even want to touch this? Well, you can kind of notice that when the competition got difficult, the only good team he really did this against was Clemson and Louisville. But Louisville kind of got fraud checked in the tournament, or I might be thinking of a different team. But when he played, so those two games, and then against Florida, he did do it against Florida. We'll notice that. But Mississippi State, and then a turn happened right here in middle of January. And all of a sudden, when they started playing teams that had super high defensive ratings like Tennessee, who, by the way, is ranked 7th overall for points against, he struggled. And even against Auburn was the only time, but Auburn is a team outside of the top 100 in defense. Anytime he faced a team that had a solid, like Troy right here, against Troy, obviously 0. So, and then he faced Illinois, bad defense. You saw it go over. Now, he's facing Tennessee again in a head-to-head matchup. He had 6 last time they faced in February, which was just about a month ago, month and a half. Obviously went under there. And again, it's a big thing when you see a player that the coach is very familiar. They know the game plan. And in my opinion, Tennessee is just the outright better team. I don't think Tennessee, I just do not see losing this game. I will honestly be shocked if Kentucky ends up winning this one in a tournament setting. So yeah, that's kind of my logic on this. And I think Tennessee is going to have an elite defense. They got to keep the game defensive. The last time the score was 64-75, and in the SEC, that is a very low-scoring game in my opinion. Normally they're both in the 80s, and this was 64-75. It's going to be another defensive masterclass, and I expect him. If you take a look, also in terms of actual field goals, the reason he covered in the Illinois game, he was shooting at 80%, and for reference, his average is 40% on field goals. And then if you take a look at the Auburn game, the only other game he covered in his last 10, he shot the ball 13 times. He was a pure volume shooter, shot 31% from the field. He's just not going to do that against an elite defensive team. Just based on data, he just doesn't do that. So yeah, I like his line here at under 8.5. I like the matchup. And specifically, this is essentially just an SEC matchup at a neutral site. So that's just how I'm playing it. And in that case, I would take his under. So obviously, if he gets to the free throw line, sometimes he gets to the free throw line are lethal. But against Tennessee, you'll notice they did not foul him. So I did account that into the play here. Because against Auburn, he got to the line, what was this? 8 or 4 times, shot 7 for 8. And the same thing here, he got to the line twice. Or it looks like he got twice and then like a 1-1. So yeah. That's the logic on this play right here. I like breaking it down for you. And yeah, that's the first play. Lamont Butler under 8.5 points. Now, the next play, this one's the quote-unquote safe play. Any time you're betting, nothing's safe. But I've Cohen Carr over half an assist. So Ole Miss it's going to be an interesting matchup between Michigan State and Ole Miss. I'm actually extremely excited to see it. But Cohen Carr kind of had his like coming out party in the first game of the tournament, and for a player that was actually hitting this clip 65% of the time, and for him to have his little like, oh, I'm actually really good moment in the first game of the tournament, and then also have a very solid New Mexico game as well. To me, this is a spot where you have a player that has a ton of momentum. I think he dropped a career high in the Bryant game right here. Solid player. And then one thing you'll actually also notice, it's not going to be crazy, but his minutes have gone up in important games. If you take a look, Iowa, and the only game his minutes didn't go up was the Michigan game. But games that matter, the first Big Ten tournament game, he had 26 minutes. The second one, he had 23. And then Bryant, the first tournament game, obviously, he had 23. And then in the second tournament game, and with a coach like Izzo, like him going from 23 to 25 minutes, that means a lot. That means he's trusting him more. And so for him to get an assist, he can create so much space because he can just drive to the center. Someone will collapse on him and he just tosses it. And if someone can hit a three, you're just hoping whoever he passes it to can hit a three. And I know Michigan State is a very low, like, I think one of the worst 3-point teams on, right? Yeah, they're like one of the worst 3-point teams. But Jace Richardson had a horrible game last time, yet Cohen Carr still got an assist. So I'm playing off of that. Some Michigan State's hottest shooter that Cohen Carr might normally pass it out to had a horrible career, horrible game, yet Cohen Carr still got an assist. And they still have Akins, they have Holloman. And I think against an Ole Miss team, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be low scoring, and I see Cohen Carr. If he gets to the middle, one of those pass outs, I like it a lot. So, yeah, Cohen Carr over half an assist for this game, and that will go ahead and give you the slip for me. And again, guys, you can go get LaMelo Ball right here. You can boost your play right here from a 2.5 to about a 4.25 right now, and get a deposit match and all that. So you might as well go ahead and do it. Download the Sleeper app, use code Frosty, check it out. And again, guys, as always, if you guys do join VIP tonight, I post plays. I think tomorrow I'll probably do college basketball and MLB. There might be some NBA. I don't know. I just have to take a look. I do all this in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to check it out. But regardless, plays will be posted multiple hours before games. And yeah, get in VIP. Use code GRIND for 50% off on VIP or MLB full season. This will be the best value because prices probably will start to go up soon as we get later into MLB, as more results come in. But yeah, boys, super fun, super lit. Let's go ahead and increase our profit margin. Right now we're at over $1,400 in 5 days. It's been kind of crazy. But yeah, let's keep crushing it, boys. Let's have a great MLB season, great rest of March Madness, and yeah, see you guys all tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Peace.